Hey everyone, just a heads up that this episode describes a depiction of suicide that is non-graphic and brief towards the end.
Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Echoes of Malus. When last we left off, Connor rejected some proselytizing by old Hassan. Aila, you hung out with Ali, didn't you?
Yes.
Kind of fumbled around in the desert for a bit, or the Oasis for a bit, and then found the sand sloop. It's all cracked up to hell, and then you guys decided, fuck it, we're gonna go kill the clerics, because what else are we gonna do?
Sounds about right.
I am actually before this. I'm bringing Ruby out as my companion comes out, but this time, she's gonna be a different color. She's not gonna be red. She's gonna be green.
Whoa!
Wow.
And I'm gonna be like,
You can do that?
Ruby's just gonna kind of like, he's gonna be looking over, kind of looking at Ruby. It's like, that's a new look for you. How did you do that?
I don't know, I felt like whenever you pulled me over to the material plane, you just wanted me to be green, so I was green for you.
Connor, why did you do that?
I don't know.
You didn't like her red color?
I didn't mean that. I kind of like
Unbelievable.
What do you do something different? Like he just like kind of pokes at it a little bit, trying to see what happens.
She burps and a cloud of acid erupts from her mouth.
Take 6d6 acid damage. All right, shall we just get into it?
Guess. Okay, we kind of worried about the acid creature now on his shoulder. It's like,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Ali and company are looking at you all, waiting for your direction. There is a big slit in the base of the cavern wall ahead. You can see the ibis inside building a nest.
And there are no other methods of entry or exit? Ingress or egress? Or, sorry, I guess I should say egret.
You came to a different entry before whenever you confronted the puzzling one. Right now, you are at the smaller entrance to this cave. It's a pretty small crack. You think that you all could fit through it, but not easily. You might need to succeed on some sort of check to get through.
hey Ruby, you go first. I want you to check it out. If you can.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Go ahead and roll stealth for me for Ruby.
15.
Yeah, Ruby slithers into the room, and she is gone for about a minute, and then she comes back. Give me a perception check while she's in there.
12.
Ruby slithers back out of the small opening of the cave over to you, and she begins whispering to you telepathically. Okay, so it looks like she is just sort of obsessively making a nest. It looks like it's totally fine. She's just pulling stuff out and rebuilding it over and over again. There's also a river in there. Like there's a small opening on the opposite side of where I went in, and there's like you could drop down into an underground river, it looks like.
Huh. Okay. I communicate that to the group.
Is that how we think the man gets in and out?
Could be.
We've established he can't possibly have taken the Oasis both ways. You can take it in, you can't take it out.
Ruby, did you notice if the water was flowing into the cave or out of the cave?
It was sort of parallel. It was just like there was a crack in the wall and then a drop, and then the water came from and went into darkness where I couldn't see.
I see. I'm wondering if maybe we could use this river to our advantage, either to get... is it big enough for people to fit through?
Well, yes, you definitely could, but the problem is that once you're in it, I don't think you could get out. It's a drop, like I said.
Hey, if we're about to die, well, we either jump in a river and get trapped forever or get killed and get reborn, so I guess...
Kato, do you want to give me a nature check?
I'm so good at that.
It's a DC 20.
Nope.
Damn.
Got a 12.
Okay.
The check was to see if I can breathe underwater.
Yeah, you think you can breathe underwater?
I don't know, guys. Like, I would really rather not fight these things. It's just I thought that was all we had left. So if there's a river that looks like maybe we could get us out of here, I'd prefer that.
I'm with you. I really don't want to fight them.
I don't want to either, but I think we've run out of choices.
Right. It is a last choice, I think. But I kind of thought we were out of options. The river seems really tempting right now.
What if, okay, hear me out. What if do we know what form the children take? Would it have been an egg or a kid or something like that?
We have no idea.
No idea.
What if the kid fell in the river and went somewhere?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, they were pretty explicit about a man taking the child.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, did they ever say that they saw it happen? Or did they just assume a human took them?
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, they're not very reliable narrators.
Yeah, they were. They weren't really wanting to tell you the story of how it happened. They were just giving you facts. So it would be difficult to interpret specifics like that based on what they shared with you.
Okay, if we want to at least exhaust all of our potential options, why don't we look upstream from this underground river, the general direction Ruby saw it going, and see if we can find some sort of way to get in that way? And then we can sort of toboggan it past their cave.
Now, if the others of you want to try to make that DC 20 nature check, feel free.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. No problem. I got a 3 + 4 = 7.
20! Got
Hey!
That one.
Aw.
It was
Wow.
an anti-20.
Hey, you know what? It's water related, Connor.
Connor, you reason the most likely thing is that this underground river either feeds from or into the river that runs through this canyon. And just based purely on what Ruby has told you, you ask her a few questions about the nature of it. And your best bet is that the river flows out into the sandstorm some ways and then must go underground and loop back in this direction.
So is this a cycle? This goes in a circle, essentially?
No, it doesn't. You don't think it probably feeds back into itself. There's probably some reservoir on the far end of the canyon that feeds into it. And the length of the canyon is what leads you to this assumption. It's more likely that it loops back from where it ends at the end of the canyon rather than looping all the way back to the beginning of the canyon.
That's probably not an exit.
Yeah, and the other consideration there is that if it were feeding into the canyon, there would be some pressure coming from underground. And if there's an opening here, then why is that pressure not feeding it through that opening instead pushing it all the way to the opposite end of the canyon? All things considered, it's probably trailing from the canyon and the river.
Huh.
What do you mean by trailing from the canyon and the river?
As in the river in the canyon extends out in the sandstorm, then loops back and goes underground, and you're meeting it at a later point.
This is just a branch of the river. Man.
Well, I could try to go down there and maybe see if any tracks go into the river on accident, like fell into it.
If it most likely loops back, I think even a child cleric would be able to find its way.
After the cave, if you're going downriver, it does not loop back. The river is the cave is the last thing that we know that it comes to. Is that what you meant, Jake?
Yes, that's correct.
So we would be going like against the current and just end up somewhere back in the valley, probably.
No, you have no idea where that goes. It is starting in the valley and ending underground. You don't have any reason to believe it's going to come back up anywhere.
Oh,
So
okay.
it seems it dumps into the cave.
There must be some space that it's going to beyond the cave that you guys are venturing into. Something deep underground.
Well,
Does anyone have a way to keep our breaths underwater?
nope.
No.
So, who
Did
wants
we
to-
see any other cave openings anywhere?
To the river or to this cave?
Anywhere, just any cracks anywhere that might have gone somewhere else. I also turned to the rest of the traders and asked them, have you found any other cracks or something that might be able to lead to a similar chamber to this?
Ollie speaks up. No, we've only seen the two entrances here. It does seem like they're connected because, we see the Ibis through the smaller crack, and then she still is able to come through to the larger opening that you all met them at earlier. But I have no idea what happens inside those caves.
I have nothing for water.
I'm good in water. I'm not like gonna hold my breath forever, but I can hold my breath for a pretty good time.
Ruby doesn't die.
That's also true. Ruby can't die.
We can send her through. If she can breathe, then it's great. And if she doesn't, she goes to the ethereal plane or wherever she's held.
And I would know she died.
How long's the range on your psychic connection?
It's not really a psychic connection. That tells me just talk at the conversation distances. We haven't really figured out how to go further.
I gotcha. Ruby, do you feel comfortable going through?
I mean, I can try. Worst case scenario, I just get booted over to the ethereal plane.
I think we should do that. We at least have more information before we go through.
Dad, do you have enough spell slots that you could summon me back?
Oh, I got plenty. I got 2 level 1s right now.
She called him Dad.
Here's the thing. I love that moment. I also love that Connor has the option completely to not even acknowledge it, because we've established that we don't hear Ruby. We hear Connor saying what Ruby says. So if you want, you could make Ruby as weird as you want, and Connor never has to say any of it.
This is going to take a few days of introspection, and until you're done with that, you're not sure how to really talk to her. So it's going to be a bit awkward.
Okay.
Look, Connor, it looks like you're processing something, and I understand that. I don't know what it is, but can we send Ruby through the hole?
Yeah, she can go. Ruby, just
let me know if you want to talk about it.
Yeah. He's just like, leave me alone. Let me do this.
We'll still honor Ruby's stealth check from earlier. So she glides into the cave, and what's her constitution?
+2
score.
15.
+2. Okay. So that would be a total of 3 minutes. So you guys are just kind of standing around. You're not really sure exactly how long it's been, but it feels like it's getting close to 3 minutes. Is there anything that you're doing in the lead up?
No, he's just kind of waiting to feel if the connection breaks or not.
It breaks.
It breaks. Great. I use a spell slot to bring her back.
Poof, she appears back on your shoulder. Hey, whoa, I didn't...
You okay?
That was not fun. Wow. Yeah, that wasn't great. No, it was just dark. I couldn't smell anything. I couldn't see anything. I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Was it like, were you feeling the pull anywhere, or are you just kind of like floating?
No, I was definitely, it was moving fast the whole way. It was winding this way and that. I couldn't tell up from down at some points.
Your pet snake loves you so much, she just voluntarily got waterboarded.
Yeah.
Did I make you proud, Dad?
I'm sorry. Dad?
What?
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did well. I'm sorry making you do that.
No, it's okay. I'm happy to do it for you.
You don't have to. If it's too dangerous, just don't listen to me. I may not be thinking right. Please don't do that again.
I think we've all, maybe not all of us, but we've all died at least once at this point. It's my turn.
Yeah, we're still here though.
It's okay.
Well, that didn't work out, guys. So our only other option right now is he's trying to make sure the other group is not listening to them. We either die or we figure out something else.
Hey, Kato.
I'm in favor of doing something and getting moving.
Yeah.
Yes, Lee.
You want a magic weapon?
Sure.
Lee casts magic weapon on Kato's hammer.
Nice.
Lee, give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, okay. Just flat intelligence?
Yeah.
That's an 8 plus 6, 14.
There's no reason you have to kill a cleric right now.
Yeah. Lee expressed previously that one of the worst things that he feels could happen is that we live here for an indeterminate amount of time, even in like relative safety and comfort, and then one of us dies of natural causes and we wake up back at Suha and Jafar's. And I think it would almost be worse, Lee thinks it would almost be worse to like live a period of time not doing anything, not moving towards any kind of goal, and then wake up back in the same place anyway. It's like he would rather be kind of on edge and kind of like doing something, even if it's dangerous and even if he doesn't like it, than doing nothing, like moving nowhere.
Fair enough.
We could also try to draw them out of the cave and go in ourselves and look around. Maybe have somebody distract them. They seemed pretty willing to come out to talk to us, but there is the risk of whoever distracts might be attacked by them.
We could do that. We could try to distract them. I don't know what do you want to find in the cave? What are we looking for? A way out?
Just something that will give us permission to not fight these clerics.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that, I guess. Let's find the jackal. Okay, out of character. Aila, does it take 10 minutes for you to cast Leomund's tiny hut?
I don't think so. It's a 1 minute casting.
It's a 1 minute cast?
I think it's 10 minutes if she casts it as a ritual.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you... Leomund's tiny hut prevents anybody who wasn't in it when it was cast from coming in, right?
Yes.
If you went up there, like just outside the cave entrance where they didn't spot you and cast that, anybody who was talking to them would have a safe place to hide for, like, if it did go bad, if they did decide, like, hey, we're going to fight this person, they could regroup with you and be, like, safe for the moment. And that would still keep them distracted and give us some time.
Unfortunately, Aila would have to stay inside of it, which I don't love, but she could also help with talking to them if she wants time to, or if she wants sound to pass through the wall.
Yeah. But you guys have to be in the dome whenever I cast it to be able to get back into it.
Right.
Right. So we all group up, you cast it, and then we all split up. And
then we have a safe rendezvous point from which, we can't be attacked. But we could like breach it and attack them if we had to.
Connor, give me a perception check.
Got it. 11.
11. You hear low murmurs from in the cave. You hear, it sounds like the jackal and the ibis are talking. And the jackal says, I will go round soon to check on them. Do you need anything before I go? And the ibis says, no, leave me here. And then you hear the soft sound of paw pads walking away.
Guys, I think the jackal one's coming to look, checking on us.
Okay, well, that gives us less time. I mean, it's the best plan I've got. I hate to pin Aila down like that. I know you're capable in a fight, probably more capable than I am, especially with my catalyst running out of fuel, but it's safe. I mean, it'll keep us alive.
You guys have probably, based on your estimation, about a minute before the jackal is going to leave the cave and start looking for you all.
You okay with this, Aila?
Yeah, I can do that. I'd much rather try something like this than just go in ready to immediately kill them. I don't want to do that.
So are you doing this outside the crack, or are you wanting to do this at the large entrance?
I was originally thinking closer to the front cave, because then we know the jackal's more likely to come out the front, and then we can keep him distracted, and if it goes bad, they can still bail. If we put it back here, I mean, they're going to, like, if they chase us, they're going to know where we are.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
We only have 8 hours of protection inside when it happens. So.
Okay.
We're gonna have time to plan, but it's gonna come down to it.
Yeah, and hopefully no one has to go to the restroom.
So who's going up front?
Lee is going to turn to the traders and say, if you have any qualms about fighting these things, go with Aila. Or stay with Aila, I guess. We all have to go if we want to be able to get into the hut at all.
Yep.
Zaya looks around and says, I'll stay here.
You're going to stay with Aila?
Yeah, I'll stay.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to the front of the cave. Kind of probably a similar place to where we talked to them before.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And like kind of hidden a bit. I think it'd be a good choice for where the hut goes. And then we all kind of, the group of us that are going in through the crack sort of loop back around.
But we're all going to be up there for the original casting, right? That's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, isn't it like 6 people only?
No, we managed to
No.
fit everybody last time.
Yeah, you can fit everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So the puzzling one has just chatted with the Ibis and is now padding away to the opposite side of the cave. You guys estimate you have, based on how long it took the Ibis to get out before, probably about 2 minutes. And it'll take about a minute to get to the front of the cave.
Okay, we need to get moving so I can get this spell going.
All right, let's go.
Guess let's book it over there.
Right behind you, says Ali. You all rush over to the front of the cave and have about a minute.
Okay, so we get over there, and I immediately grab my amulet and start the incantation to cast this spell. I'm working my way through it. I've got, everybody's all huddled up. I'm just making sure that they're staying close enough to me, that they'll be within that 20-foot dome whenever it's done casting.
So, did you say you're doing a silent spell or not?
No,
Not
not in this case. We think he's gone, I think. So,
Okay. So,
I don't think she can hear me, right?
no.
Or maybe I should actually.
The puzzling one is still walking toward the side of the cave. If you cast silent spell, when he comes out, he'll be able to see you doing magic, but he won't have heard you before he leaves the cave.
Okay, so I'm going to use subtle spell so that he's not triggered until he actually visually sees me. So I'm going to use a sorcery point and use subtle spell so that that's taking away the verbal components of this.
Okay. So you are silently casting this spell, all of you standing frozen, trying to make sure that it goes off in time before the puzzling one comes out. And as Aila is winding down, getting toward the final few motions, the puzzling one steps out of the cave, sniffs the air, and turns directly toward you. You are here. I could not find you last night. What are you doing? What is she doing?
Aila, do you have to walk in a circle to do this spell? What's the somatic look like, do you think? You just gesturing?
Yeah, I think it's just hand gestures, kind of shaping the dome around us and threads that kind of are weaving all around, just I'm kind of turning in a circle as I weave this around us.
Lee, as soon as you can hear the jackal coming, or as soon as he turns the corner, is going to start frantically trying to direct everybody in the group to walk in a circle around Aila. He's going to grab his drum and start playing a beat. He wants to get us marching in a circle, but still within this radius. So it looks like we're doing some kind of ritual or dance.
Yeah, you start
Kato immediately starts playing along.
Ali and company are confused for a moment and then start kind of doing a little dance with you guys. Give me, Lee, a performance check with advantage due to the help from your friends.
Sick.
Friendship.
First one is a 14 plus 6 for a 20. Next one's a 19 plus 6 for 25.
All right. We're going to roll insight for the puzzling one. And that is a 14. So he watches you moving rhythmically in a circle to this drum beat and says, What is this ritual? Is this religious? Are you performing some religious ritual?
Yeah, Lee like steps out of the circle that he has created of everybody, like a kid in the whirlpool who's trying to get out of the flow, and he's still playing the drum.
Just as Aila finishes casting the spell, you step out of the circle.
And he quotes Aila, and he says, and I don't know that Aila actually said this in person, so I'm gonna, if it's okay, I want to cop it and say that she at some point has referred to them like this. And he looks up at the sky and he says, Neela, blue moon, guider of dreams, keeper of secrets. And he just starts like quoting off the names of the different moons and just keeps playing the drum. What happens when the hut goes up?
It's opaque from the outside.
Yeah, it's camouflaged,
But
isn't
I
it?
can change it. It can be any color or anything that I choose it to look like on the outside.
So visually, I step out and everybody else
Disappears.
is behind a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Aldrian, the silver moon, watcher of shadows, comforter of the weary. I'm just out there alone. I don't even know the wall's up.
I lean into Aila and I say, change it to the color of the moon when he says a new one.
Oh,
That's so fucking good.
So I changed
Guys,
it to...
it worked. It worked. He's just still shaking a little bit. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, I say blue moon, and then if
And
Kato's
it-
fast enough, it would be so cool for that to change to blue behind me.
Yeah,
And then same thing, silver moon.
we turned silver.
I love that.
And then Lee finishes with Cerna, the red moon, the silent guardian, soother of fears. And he's like not making any eye contact with the jackal. He's just spinning in circles, playing his drum.
And we now have a red moon.
you create a moon. You create a moon here? How do you do this?
Through worship.
I've never seen such a power. And he slowly paws toward you, sniffing, trying to see if he can still perceive everyone who's inside, or if they've been perhaps transported somewhere.
If he like comes close and starts looking,
Yeah.
if he's like leaning close and trying to see in, I will like just step out, like not non-threatening, but just sort of like, yeah, we're in here.
I can still
Hello.
I can still smell you all in there. What is this? And then Zaya tugs on your skirt, Aila, and says, "Weren't we supposed to run over to the other side?"
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on right now, but stay in here unless one of the Lee or Kato or Connor tells you to leave. Just stay here.
Okay.
That was the original goal, but he's here and knows we're here now.
Yeah, what do we try to stealth away, or do we wait for him to go away and then go over and then call him back over, I guess?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Aila?
Yeah. Well, you can't hear me.
Yeah,
Lee
you
can't hear
I didn't
it.
know if you stepped out or not.
No.
Yeah.
I guess I did. Yeah, you're right. I just stick my head back in and then I come back out. No, it's nothing.
So, yeah, I don't know. We can't leave Lee out there all alone with him, but
Connor, give me a nature check. We'll call this one a DC 15.
nature check.
No need to be alarmed, scheming one. It is simply a ritual for us to protect.
12.
12. Yeah, you don't figure anything out.
I think it's just working. He's very confused.
We are
Why are you?
hoping to divine the presence of your child
Is this
through worship of the moons.
you shouldn't be here. Why are you here? Do this at your camp if you need to.
Kato?
Are we infringing on your space?
Yes,
I thought the cave was your home.
but
We are just here to make it more convenient for you to reach us and find us.
no, but I don't want you here. I want you at the camp.
Okay. Lee pulls out his catalyst and casts minor illusion and makes it look like a small moon comes off the Leoman's tiny hut
Whoa.
and follows him. Just to say, a little red moon follows him as he plays his drum, and he
What?
walks away.
I stand silently watching.
I think the puzzling one is has never seen anything even remotely like this. So is just kind of looking back and forth between you two, and he looks at you, Kato, and says, "What was that? What did he do?"
You should go ask.
But
So
What?
fucking funny.
No,
I am no
Please.
expert. You should speak with him quickly before he gets too far.
Please.
give me DC 20 persuasion check. He does not
God,
want
it
to
would
leave
be
you
so
here,
funny.
to be fair.
Lee's gonna. Can I look over my shoulder and give Kato a bardic?
Yes. Yeah.
I
think-
don't need it, baby.
Oh my
I got a
god.
dirty 20.
Oh
That's
shit.
Fucking crazy.
You stay here. If you're not here when
course.
I get back, I will be. And he runs off following you. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I just say, holy shit, that worked. And I gesture to the people to follow me. And I start running to the crack.
Lee, you have walked off drumming and with this little minor illusion of the moon trailing behind you. And about a minute later, you've walked through the brush and you hear the puzzling one scampering up behind you. He's, hey, what is that? What did you do? What have you done?
What do you mean? I told you. It's
What-
worship.
But what did you put them in that smaller moon?
It's. We all did. We all worship the moons.
But there were people. I can smell them inside the moon. He begins sniffing.
Oh,
He's gonna roll perception with
I'm
advantage.
going to use prestidigitation and give my best impression of a smell of Kato.
He rolls a 9 on his perception with advantage.
Damn.
They're
Wow.
in there. I can even smell. Even smell the one who remained. Is that they can move through the moon? Can't they? It's some
It's
sort
like
of
an
gate
essence.
between here and there.
God, I wish Lee wishes so hard in this moment that he had taken the gloves so he could just walk all the way back to the Oasis and really put on a freaking like a show for this guy. Honestly, yeah, I can. Yeah, their essence
I cannot allow
follows
this.
me through the moon.
I cannot
What do you
allow
mean?
this. You must. I cannot allow some gate to exist outside my door, outside of my home. You must take this down. It's too dangerous.
Okay. I mean, okay. I have to follow a series of steps to do so.
Why?
It's part of the ritual. Can I roll deception?
Yes, you can.
It's with disadvantage because of my number one fan.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Does
I
the
get-
believability change anything?
Not really. No.
I mean-
He's just rolling
Well, I
inside.
mean-
All right.
Beat a 10.
First one's a 14. Second one's a 18.
Ooh. Okay.
I got a nasty little +9 to deception.
What are the steps?
Oh God, I have to come up with the steps. Lee says
There needs to be a
Well-
cartwheel.
first. Can we jump cut? Can we smash cut back to the other group, and I'll
Yeah,
just
I
come up
think-
with some
I
bullshit
think
on the
you
way.
You just start listing like, okay, so the first step is that you have to stand on your head, and then it just cuts.
First,
down.
I have to get to a
Okay.
body of water, so I just walk in as far away as I can. Second, I have to dunk my head in here. Third, I have to do a cartwheel.
You've got him hook, line, and sinker. You can make this process as long as you want, I think.
Lee's gonna throw up.
He's going to be stuck to your hip until you're done with it. But you've got him. Okay. So
Good luck, Lee.
the rest
For
of
the next
you.
8 hours until it
This is good exposure therapy for
Yeah,
your
straight up.
crippling anxiety about clerics.
So the rest of you are now standing alone outside of the cave, inside of Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay, so the Ibis, we can't talk long. Let's talk while we're running over there. The Ibis is still inside. What are we doing about that? Who's coming with me? Connor, I hope you're coming with me.
Yeah. It's just like he's just like looking back. Is he okay?
He's He's literally an assassin. He thinks well on his feet. He'll be all right.
Ali
Oh
and
my
company
God.
are going to do what you say. So if you want them to stay behind, I think Zaya said she would prefer not to risk having to hurt the Ibis if possible. So who all, if anyone, is staying behind?
Aila.
Aila is staying behind. She has to. Sorry, Aila. Are you good? Do you need anything?
Yep.
Glass of water?
Nah. Just get it done and get it done quick.
All right.
And-
Old Hassan, I would appreciate your spiritual insight when interacting with the Ibis. Do you think you would be able to help?
Of course, and I can give you my spiritual insight. It's an axe, actually, but it kinda
Nice.
looks like a
Okay.
spear.
Oh, okay. It's like a halberd thing. I get it. Okay, so yeah, we're not trying to attack the Ibis. I just want to get in and look around.
Would
I
you
guess
like for
that
me to
means
pray
the
over
best
you
choice-
before we go?
I would love that. As he does that, I'm
Holy
kind of
Mother.
running through the plan real quick.
Grace of the river and lover of all who sup from her banks, we beseech you for blah 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 blah.
Okay. While he's doing that, I sort of run through the plan. And I'm like, well, the Ibis is in the back chamber, so maybe we go in the front door. Really thinking on my feet here. I need some feedback.
Okay,
Let's do
I
it.
think the front door's fine.
All right, let's go.
And in the grace of her waters, we all rest. Amen.
Kato, I did give you a bardic.
Amen. And I cross myself and I run. Yeah, let's try to keep it quiet, but look around, see if there's any indication of where the child might have gone, or if somebody actually did steal him, and maybe not alert the Ibis.
If you guys can find like a family photo of what the child is supposed to look like, that would be actually so helpful.
There's a mantelpiece with like Christmas stockings hanging
Yeah,
from it. And
there's
it
a
says, like,
Polaroid.
Little Johnny on one of them, and there's a picture of him. All right, we're going in. Connor, me, old Hassan. It sounds like.
Okay. You all enter the mouth of the cave. The smell of damp earth pervades this place, matched by irregular drips of water falling from stalactites. The room is roughly teardrop shaped, with the entrance you just came through on the bottom end of that teardrop, and the far end of the room tapering away into a corridor which disappears around a sharp corner about 80 feet away from you currently. On the wall to the left, about 20 feet from the corridor, a series of nests have been built under a small alcove naturally formed in the wall of the cave.
Is there anything in the nests?
They are empty. Do you want to give me a investigation check?
Connor, quick, take a look around.
Got it. I'm going to take a feather and eat it.
What kind of feather?
It's going to be it's more like a fox.
Yeah, a
A
fox's
fox
feather.
feather. Yeah, okay.
Fox's feather, yeah. Has the color scheme of it.
The fox is inside the chicken coop.
Chicken man. Chicken tube. Basically, after he eats it, his eyes change to a fox's eyes, and his ears get more pointed. I'm then going to do a investigation check with advantage.
Do it.
14.
14. These seem to be some habitual nests that the ibis is compulsively nesting.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Good
Anything
Lord.
else in this room?
No. Otherwise, the room is very empty. You do see a little space where the puzzling one is likely sleeping in that alcove. It's the only part of it that is not overwhelmed by nests.
Do we see the river, or is that in the other room?
You cannot see it from here.
All right, what do you say? Do we go into the Ibis's chamber? I feel like she's probably just going to attack us on sight. We're inside her house.
Well, I guess I don't know what else to do. Like, got him separated for now, but who knows? He may just run back at us, and then we gotta deal with two of them.
Why is she compulsively nesting?
Do you want to give me
Motherly
insight?
instincts? Question mark?
She's missing her child, maybe?
Yeah, I guess I'll do an insight check on that.
DC 10.
What's all these nines? 10, 11.
Slutty
Yeah.
21.
It's a trauma response.
Well, it doesn't look like they're hiding anything. I'm lost. We can go in there and talk to her, but I don't think we're going to gather anymore if Ruby didn't see anything in the room. I was really hoping there'd be something in here that at least gives us some hint on where the child went. But it seems like somebody may have actually taken the child, and they're not just... Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably taking the child. We could probably see if we can talk to her, but I think it's going to be a fight in the end of the day. That's my hunch.
I'm just going to shout, "Hello, is anyone home?"
Scrah! You hear the ibis shriek from down the corridor.
Hi, we're trying to find the child.
You hear the flapping of wings, and they're coming toward you.
Has she spoken before?
Yes, she has. She's not speaking to you now, though.
It's okay.
He looks over to you like Carl looks over like, "That's what you say."
Give me a
old Hassan looks at you with terror in his eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ollie and company are like, what is happening? This was the plan?
I didn't have a plan.
Give me a
I got
persuasion
5.
check. Okay. Yeah, no. Nope, she's not responding to you. She's flapping her way toward you.
Can you help us find your child?
It takes her like a minute and a half to get through that corridor over to here. So you guys got a sec. She's not saying anything in response.
Okay, there's no other branches. It's just that corridor to the other room.
Well, you haven't explored the corridor. At least from where you're standing. That's the only way to go.
But is that where the sound is coming from?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to quickly peek down that corridor.
Yeah,
she's not too close.
You peek around the corner. It kind of winds a little bit, so you don't see any other paths from where you're going. But you do hear the fluttering of wings.
I'd like to go down at least a little bit. I basically want to see as much as I can while I still have enough time to run back to the hut. So, however much that can give me.
Give me a investigation check.
Okay. Connor, you want to give me a hand? What's the bardic die?
A D8.
Fuck.
Yeah, I help you. Best I can, I guess.
I got a 10.
A 10. You explore what you can without risking encountering the ibis. You don't find any other paths from what you explore.
All right. Abort.
Run away.
I thought we were gonna. It's just kind of like frantic.
Look, you can't argue with what I've done here when you haven't told me anything. I've been making these decisions on my own.
Because you're the leader.
We're just arguing as we run out and as flapping wings like flutter towards us in the background. Old Hassan, do you have any thoughts?
Old Hassan turns his head toward you and thinks and says, "I think that it might be too late." And then the ibis appears in front of you in the mouth of the cave, blocking your exit.
Ah, crap.
You came to this place when you were told not to. Why?
We wanted to find the child. We're desperate to find your child.
The ground beneath you begins to move, and first 4 fingers and a thumb emerge, and then a palm reaching up to grasp you. Make a strength saving throw.
That is a crit fail.
A hand of rubble squeezes you around your torso, and you take 5 bludgeoning damage and become restrained. Aila.
Thanks, Aila.
You see from the safety of the sphere, the ibis suddenly appear facing in the opposite direction into the cave. And you can hear the shouts of your comrades from inside. But you can't make out what they're saying.
At that point, I look to Zaya and I'm like, they didn't make it back. We've got to help them.
I've got your back.
Okay.
Why will you not help us find your child?
You took her.
I did not. I don't know how to make this more clear. We did not. Do you and the other one make the same decisions at the same exact time?
I don't believe your lies. I will not listen to you. You do not listen, so I must punish you. And the hand squeezes you tighter. Give me another strength saving throw.
That is an 8.
That is not a success. You take 10 bludgeoning damage as it grips you even tighter. Aila, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast sleep
Casting sleep.
at the Ibis.
Do it.
Not very good. 22 HP.
Okay, so the Ibis turns around, sees you casting this spell, and shrieks, "An attack from behind! You are untrue, people." And she is going to... Are you guys... I guess you guys are initiating combat at this point, because you've traded blows. So everyone roll initiative.
3 for Ayla.
19 for Kato.
14 for Connor.
4 for Lee.
I expect that because you're really occupied on trying to.
I'm really
show-
excited to get to my turn. I have such great ideas.
Is Lee back, or is he still off in the distance?
Oh,
somewhere?
I'm still at the... I'm at the fucking Oasis at this point.
So are you, you're saying you're far enough that you would not hear the scuffle?
I am so far away.
All right. Okay, and then Ali and company are moving on initiative 15. So, Kato, you move first. You are currently grasped by this earthen hand, which you feel compelled to name Maximilian.
I clench my teeth in pain and I look at the Ibis and I say, I don't know what else to do to persuade you that we're on your side and trying to find your child. And I'm just gonna relax my body and stare her straight down and I say, I will not resist you. If you choose to kill me, I will allow it.
Give me a persuasion check.
For someone who wants to find their child, you seem very quick to anger against the people who you think can bring them back.
You have disadvantage because you're in combat. You have advantage because you're maintaining your calm and not resisting.
Alright, so I'll just roll flat. What was that, persuasion?
Persuasion.
14.
14. The Ibis tries to fight through the logic of what you're saying, but she looks at you and you only see anger in her eyes.
I stare straight into them.
The hand begins to grasp you again, and on her turn, it's going to deal damage to you.
I say, don't fight!
Give me a persuasion check for that too. At this point, they're not as deep under your reign. Things have gotten chaotic.
That's a 14.
That's a 14. I think they're going to follow your lead. Connor, what are you doing?
He looks over and he's just like, "Are you an idiot?" He's very conflicted right now to take his sword and just start smashing the hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to see if I do it. Because he's just it's frantic. He's like, "You're going to die for no reason here."
Give me a strength check.
Strength check. 25.
25.
God damn.
You take your sword and you hack into this thing's thumb and it breaks off, basically. Stones scattering to the floor.
You see, just yells and just swings the sword, coming down as hard as he can to break it.
Kato, you are able to easily wiggle your way out of this thing's grip at this point. Anything else on your turn, Connor?
That's all I'm doing.
Okay. The schemer turns its vision to you, Connor, and the hand, for a moment, is just a cloud of rubble flying toward you, and it reassembles into the shape of a hand again, and it's grabbing at you. Give me a strength saving throw.
16.
16? That is a success. It tries to grab you, but you flex out of it, my guy.
He gets grappled and just puts his arms out to get out of the grasp.
Lee, you're standing in a serene little clearing by the river. What are you doing?
I want to describe one thing that is happening in the 6 seconds that you glimpse in our turn in combat. Lee has cast Disguise Self and looks like has almost made himself look like a monk, as close as he thinks he can get to a monk in the same convent as Aila, and he's like twirling and doing pirouettes and shit. And in my head, I'm thinking this just looks like a Sailor Moon character at this point.
Yeah. Nice.
That's all you get.
Aila, you are outside of the cave. You cannot see what's going on inside. It's too dark. You see the Ibis, the schemer, casting spells, and you've heard Kato shout, "Do not harm her." What are you doing?
How far away are they from me?
You are about 30 feet from the schemer.
Okay, so I'm going to run past her. I assume, how close is Kato to her?
Kato is about 30 feet into the cave.
So he's just
you will
past her.
incur an attack of opportunity if you try to run past her.
Did you already leave the hut?
Yep, the hut is... Well, did you? Did you leave the hut?
Yeah, I left the hut.
Okay,
a
so
while
yeah,
ago
the hut has
to cast-
collapsed.
Like, yeah, the hut's gone. Because I can't cast out of it or do anything.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna run up right beside her. I'm going to first of all use a bonus action and cast Healing Word at Kato.
Okay.
For that's 8 points of healing for him. And then I'm going to and looked at her and said, "Please, we want to help you find your child. We're not trying to take your child."
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're in combat. I'm going to call it a DC 15. That's what I assessed it at earlier for Kato.
Well, 15.
15. Meets it, beats it. Something about the sincerity of your voice. She looks at you, and then back to Kato and Connor. The hand retreats back into the earth. She says, "Fine. I will give you some grace and trust that this was not a hostile act. But you cannot be here. This is my home."
We will leave immediately. And I truly am sorry. We were trying to find clues to what might have happened to your child. We will leave. We're gone. Everybody, let's go.
Connor was kind of like halfway, like about to turn his sword into a bow to start shooting at her, and he's like, right. Puts the sword away. He's like, oh, right.
I check myself over, sort of take a deep breath, and like kind of calmly jog out of the cave to get out as soon as possible.
The schemer watches you all leave, and then when she's satisfied that you all are not coming back, she walks back into the cave. Ali turns to you guys and is like, "So, what's the plan now, then?"
I think we need to go find Lee and see if he's had any luck with the puzzler.
Lee, you're dancing around. The puzzling one is watching. I think you're probably reaching the end of what he'll believe is actually you dispelling this thing. So, what do you do?
Absolutely. Lee slams dunks the illusion of the moon into the Oasis and just has it disappear.
It's gone?
It's gone.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
I gotta catch my breath.
Okay, I have to go back to the cave now to make sure that the other
I better get back to my place. This was fun.
This is good. This is
Appreciate the team bonding.
Yeah, you guys meet back up with Lee at the Oasis.
Okay, so that didn't work.
There was nothing in the cave, just nests that she was making compulsively, probably out of anxiety for the missing child. Couldn't find anything else. I didn't get a chance to run deeper into the cave before she let us go.
no feathers or anything.
Nothing.
No footprints or
The nests were empty.
fuck. I mean, I like starts pacing a little bit, which looks familiar because he did the same thing in the desert when he was threatening Lynn, and pulls out his catalyst.
Whoa!
In a very suggestive way.
Ali has his hands up.
Put that thing away.
What's happening, bud?
Lee's chest is like rising and falling faster and faster, and you see him turn towards the oasis, take like 4 steps into it, and then he shoots himself.
Blackness zooms in on you all. The last thing you hear are Ali and his comrades shrieking, and then you hear the soft voice of Suha. It's about time you all wake up. The sun is out, and we could use some extra hands to help prepare for the festival. And that is where we'll end our session.
Kato sits up.
Connor just like he sits up, his arms out like he did before, like it's about to stop him, and he's just like, here we go again.
Aila's just sitting there looking at Lee, like, I mean, her mouth's open, that look on her face, like, what the heck? And just hands open, just nothing to say. No words.
Yeah, I kind of felt we were going down this path of, we should have just blown our heads off the first thing.
I don't know how I feel
really
about the moral of the story being suicide is the answer.
I don't either. And that's why, honestly, it would have gone, if this were like a video game, oh, you would have got me in that trap so fast. You would have got me doing this so quickly without even thinking about it.
I'm save scumming immediately.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
But this is like I can't think of, we already had such a long and a compelling, but a long like series of events where we just chatted with the traders and we got to know more about them and they got to know more about us.
I wanted to do something.
Yeah, we need to do something. And like, I don't know that you guys have any particular plans for coming back to Alkiriana B. I have some ideas, but like something is better than hang out. I really thought you guys were going to like actually square up with the Ibis. I thought you were just going to kill her or she was going to kill you.
My plan was that as soon as I got free, my next turn, I was going to turn around and just sprint into the rest of the cave to look around.
Oh man, that would have been smart.
I was just going to jump into the river if I couldn't find anything. For the same reason that you shot yourself. I'm just like, okay, well, we're going to be reborn anyway, so I'm out of ideas.
I wouldn't want to die in a river though, honestly.
But yeah, I mean, in general, it's like, it's kind of hard to balance I mean, I guess that's what Lee was saying, where I know that I will have a fresh start and I can try something new by just restarting the loop, but there's no reason my character would take that chance. It's just kind of tough. But like, obviously you're getting it into our heads that it is a reliable way to deal with it now, I guess.
Yeah,
this is what, the 4th or 5th time we've rebirthed.
This is loop 5. This will be loop 5
Yeah.
we're going into.
So
I would
4th
guide
rebirth.
you to let your character start getting comfortable with the idea of save scumming.
Yeah. And which is so, again, it's delicious, right? Like I love it, but
It's cool from a mechanical standpoint, yeah. But I don't want to get 4 sessions into a dead end.
Right. I think it's cool from a narrative standpoint for that reason of like, yeah, we did this once. We got 4 episodes into a dead end once.
Yeah.
And now if
we
one
need to
of
have that
us gets to the
discussion.
point where we can do it, we never
Well,
do
that's
it
also
again.
probably not fair because, like, we learned about the traders. We know the situation now. We know that we don't go through that portal until we're ready to deal with it. We have a for sure way out. So, like, we did learn something. It's just kind of, like, the last 2 set, like, if you wouldn't have done anything at that Oasis, us meeting up at the Oasis, we would have been at the exact same point we were at the beginning of the episode. Nothing would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's why I'm just like, all right, let's just book it in. We'll improv it and figure it out when we get to it. And we get into the cave and there's no Scooby-Doo hints. And I'm like, well, guess I'm getting crushed to death now.
So speaking of Scooby-Doo hints, I think your 3 Scooby-Doo hints at this point are 1, explore the cave / fight with the clerics. 2, join the traders in Alkiriana B and let them escort you through the desert. Or 3, figure out something to do with the sand sloop.
As characters, I think just the nature of this whole experience is like you either do nothing and live in a boring way, and this is how, again, like a Lee interpretation of it, but you either do nothing and live and don't achieve any of your goals and don't move anything forward, or you do something, maybe die, and just start back at the beginning, which is frustrating, but like ultimately you're still working towards something. I think that frustration is like our characters are going to have to start expressing that and acting towards it, which is, I'm just making Lee the first one, but I like Connor's expressed it. Connor expressed it like day 2. So it's like we're all going to get there eventually, but I do think we're all going to like experience it differently.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I also look at myself like I like to do things in a no-die run. Like, can I do it? Can I do this in a one run, not die?
Necessarily. I mean, right. This whole, like, D&D is not a game where, like, you can just die and come back anytime. Even if your DM's really nice, there's a limit. So, like, it's self-preservation, right? Even if you're projecting that on your character, you're still like, I don't want this fucker to die. Like, I like this guy, you know? I put so much time and energy into this guy. Right. So I think we're moving through this at a very natural pace. I don't think it will be frustrating to listen to, except for the points where we are getting frustrated playing it. But I think it makes enough sense. Like, it's dramatically cohesive enough that nobody's going to be actually upset.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Echoes of Malus is created and DM'd by Jake Parsley. Connor is played by Justin White. Lee is played by Anthony Mott. Aila is played by Annabeth Parsley. Kato is played by Drake D. White. Additional writing and combat design are provided by Zachary Cox. Our audio editor is Drake D. White. Our music is by Public Circuit. And our concept art is by EternalGem. Your producer is me, Leanne Jay. We'll see you next time.